Welcome to Dandy's Guidebook. On today's episode, everything you need to know about Halloween 2025. It's the Spooky Month! And with it comes 4 new tunes and literally everything else that a holiday event would have, like tunes, skins, etc, etc. I guess the best place to start is the tunes, so why don't we look at their... Quilver, what were you smoking when you made some of these? Where's mine? Starting off this tune analysis with Rebecca. Rebecca is the Tommen tune of the Halloween event, a skeleton girl boss who usually puts a skeleton of effort into costume making. Gameplay-wise, Rebecca is a generalist tune with the ability to just say no to literally every single debuff. She also says no to the slowness effect of the acro puddles, which feels very cursed. Honestly, this is a perfect fit for a common tune. The Twisted is just common. There's nothing to note. If you played any holiday event prior to Halloween, you already know her Trinket effect. Sylvester. Sylvester is Connie's brother, and we even get some classic brother-sister-sibling rivalry here. He likes LARPing as the knight armor he possesses, acting all heroic for the tunes, and also tries to act overprotective. The key word here is tries to act overprotective because, gameplay-wise, you can't exactly match that. This is my personal textbook definition of an extractor tune. Yeah, sure, you have 4 hearts, which is honestly also very cursed, but it doesn't really help much for survivability due to 1 speed and stam. There is this bug, though, where he's immune to range attack. Oh, okay. King Mom said that's intentional. Holy crap, is that a sword? You've got to be kidding me. Yep, this is just a different version of Blushbat. Arguably worse too. Slow One can help you get away from Twisteds, but you're literally better off using Blushbat instead because of the fact that it fully stops them instead of slowing them down, even if for a shorter time. Sylvester's Twisted has an interesting gimmick. He's smart enough to actually patrol the machines and camp at them for a bit. He also has a long attention span too, half of Twisted Gingers. Shame such an interesting gimmick gets wasted because of an exploit that won't even do anything about! The Shadow Drop rare of the update, Eclipse. Eclipse is an energetic werewolf, always wanting to get things done and hype up her team. She loves the moon and also zones out occasionally. Though I'm only really basing that part off of 1 single dialogue interaction with her and Rebecca, which is probably just her seeing bones and having a neuron activation. In gameplay, Eclipse is a generalist with only 1 stealth star being moved to movement speed, with the ability to power up during blackouts, giving her 2 more stars of stamina and a 20% speed boost for the floor. This tune, along with Brightney, is the perfect way to tell the power build to just leave the equation. Her Trinket is one of niche use, highlighting old teammates for 3 seconds after a machine is completed by anyone. Can be helpful to save people who are on death's door. On paper. In practice, you can't exactly do that thanks to how little information you actually get from it unless you have a Brightney and a Blackout or you have a V on your team. Her Twisted is essentially an air horn turned into an actual Twisted. Whenever Eclipse spots someone, she makes a sound that every Twisted nearby can hear, which can make chases a lot harder depending on what the Twisteds were that got alerted by it. Shame that such a gimmick allows her to fall victim to lazy game design. It's the same old story for every single new Twisted to be added. Such interesting gimmicks, literally invalidated by 1 simple thing that is technically an exploit. We have 1 more tune. Let's just get through this quickly. Guidebook. Guidebook is the new child tune that was foreshadowed by Dial's gossiping. Friendly to all the tunes, but deals with his own burdens of being an orphan. His stats are amazing for solo runs, basically outclasses Yada in nearly every way. His abilities aren't really anything to write home about, just a gambling active with a short range to apply to everyone else, and a mini alarm and pool toy. His Twisted is Enrage Bar? Am I? Oh no, I'm seeing that right. Oh my god! A Twisted that can't have their gimmick invalidated! Guidebook's Twisted is an Enrage Bar that fills up over time, the bar fully resetting when you give him an item. The item you give him is the same item priority that Twisted Gigi has of taking leftmost to rightmost. When he's angered, he's very fast and has a lot of attention span like Glisten. However, unlike Glisten, you are forced to anger him for encounter research, which is honestly really annoying. Public lobbies will literally just make him angry on purpose to get his encounter research and get the entire team killed. I should know, I did this before I decided to grow brain cells. You can counter public lobbies wanting Guidebook to just get angry whenever by just playing Coco. There's really not much else for me to say. Play Gigi or Yada if you don't have Coco, but just play Coco if you have her. Specifically for Guidebook. Guidook's Trinket is honestly decent. Heals being highlighted when you're not full HP helps for survivability, obviously, but it still kind of falls under niche use. I mean, it might have some uses if you're a Cosmo Ginger main in a public lobby. This is a small break as we transition into masteries and how to quickly do them. If you have been enjoying this video so far, consider subscribing. It would really help. In the meantime, while in this reprieve, here's every trinket and who they're most effective on. And now, back to the video itself. Rebecca's mastery is the easiest mastery to do of all the Halloween Toon masteries. Unsurprising, I mean, she's the common Toon of the bunch. Literally, the only problem child of her masteries is the one where you have to experience I-Core spills, because RNG is very, very funny. Sylvester's mastery is also relatively easy as well, apart from the stupid survive floors with Toon in your round existing once again. Made even worse this time around because of how rare Connie players are. Seriously, they're more rare than Diamond at Y level 2. If you have a friend who can play Connie, then this mastery isn't that bad, and the most annoying would instead go to Blackouts or Machines. Blackouts can be problematic purely because of the fact that it's RNG based. Machines are problematic because, oh my god, you are so slow! Genuinely, there's not much you can really do to make this mastery faster unless you have a goob on your team. Did they really have to reuse Boxen's mastery and increase the floors needed by 2? If you're able to Blush Crunch host, or you have a server you can host a run-in, do that for that mastery quest on Eclipse. Everything else comes naturally, but the most annoying one is 15 Blackouts because it's RNG based. If I really need to explain why RNG based things are bad at this point, then clearly you haven't had to do Brightney's or V's mastery yet. Though unfortunately, if you really want to get this mastery quest done, you're gonna have to do that one playstyle that at this point you know that I utterly despise. Then of course we have the mastery of the main Toon. Like every holiday Toon before him, his masteries are not hard, just very time-consuming. Active ability can be done by just spamming it with ghost snakes. Finishing machines comes very naturally. I mean, you'll get to them more than likely. Picking up items is easy if you have Yada or Coco. Surviving 70 floors is easy. Survive 30 floors with, oh god, no, not again. Okay, yeah, you know what? That is actually the most tolerable I've ever seen that quest. Meters will likely be done along with floors. Being bluntly honest, going through every single skin and sticker would take way too much time, and I'm just gonna instead pull the look at them yourself card because I want to get this video out on Halloween. CG5 did a collab with Dandy's World for this event. His music video for said collab is out now, and I do recommend you watch it, but if you want my opinions on it, I'm not much of a fan of the visuals, but the song is catchy. The jingle of said song is also in Dandy's World as that radio in the gift shop on the Halloween map. Speaking of the Halloween map, if you play as Guidebook and go into the map's lore room, Guidebook actually says something. It isn't much, but it is a neat detail. Also, this event marks the first event to have the worst grind in any event for Dandy's World. The total pumpkins you need for everything is... If you want to grind pumpkins quickly, I recommend doing solo runs with either Yada or Guidebook. Just be aware you're gonna need a lot of time to get everything. If you don't have the time, just buy pumpkins with Robux at that point. One final note is that Toodles also got optimized for this event on the day that this video came out. Hey, at least I'm almost done with this anyway. My personal rating of this event is a 7 out of 10. The good. All the tunes are enjoyable, personality and gameplay wise. The Halloween map is the perfect blend of open and enclosed for someone like me who prefers to play stealth. Guidebook's lore is executed pretty well. The Twisteds are interesting to deal with, assuming you don't have a brain-dead soldier keeping you from dying. The bad, distracting, still exists and negates 3 out of 4 Twisteds of this event. The grind of this event is the worst grind out of all the events so far, as I already just mentioned. This title will likely be shared for Easter and Christmas when more tunes get optimized. And last, for the bad, the fact that you have to anger Guidebook so you can get his encounter research. I understand if it's for lore reasons, but you didn't do that with Glisten. Why did you do that for Pumpkin Baby?
Another video comes to a close. Next Dandy's Guidebook will be on long runs, which is just part 2 of the many ways to play Dandy's World. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Being bluntly honest, this project would have been done a lot sooner if it weren't for the fact that the game kept getting more new stuff after I started working on it! Again, be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video and wish to see more from me. If I got anything wrong in this guide, please let me know in the comments and I will edit it into the pinned comment instead. Also be sure to like the video so I can actually get my work recognized. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time.